Let's not talk about Canada.
Okay.
Hello, travelers!
Welcome to another weekly episode of By the Way.
I'm Arjen.
I'm Sander.
Now let's spin the globe.
Would you do the honors? So.
Of course, thank you. And we're in Arabia, Iran, Turkey, choose a place.
AKA the Middle East.
The Middle East, indeed we are.
Welcome to the Middle East.
You know, I'm thinking about, spoilers. Not on the car, but the spoilers in it, when you have watched a movie and you want to talk about it with people.
Yeah.
That people say, no, don't tell me. You will spoil it.
So when is it considered a spoiler?
Yes. When do you have to say spoiler alert?
Because you've got a lot of films that are out more than 6 years, or even
Yeah, but that shouldn't.
3 years.
There are people who still haven't seen those films.
It's just weird.
So you should just, you can't spoil it for people, because there are still people who haven't seen the film. There's still people born that want to watch all the films.
But that's true.
So,
By the way, you also have games, because you
True,
can spoil a lot in games, for games.
but what do you think is,
What's worse?
yeah, spoil a game or spoil a film?
I think it's worse to spoil a game, because you're much more engaged in a game.
Why? Why are you more engaged in a game?
Well, in a movie at the movie you just look at what's happening, what
Yes.
happened. In a game you experience what's happening. In the moment it's happening.
Yes, so because you are the main character, it's more engaging for you. If it's more irritating if someone spoils it than when you watch.
I do think so, yes.
But there are some films, and you really do not want people to spoil what will happen.
That's true.
Warning. Warning. Spoilers detected.
But in Game of Thrones, it's not a spoiler if you say that someone dies.
Yeah, that's true.
But in some other movies, if I may spoil a little bit, take Lord of the Rings. If you haven't read the books and you say one of the main characters dies, it's a big spoiler alert.
It's a big spoiler there. Because in Game of Thrones you know everyone dies.
Yes.
And if someone isn't dead, he will die if you come in.
Probably. But still, it's still a spoiler if there are books made of the same story.
But the problem with that is that a lot of people haven't ever read the books.
Right,
I
true
have
that.
never read the books of Lord of the Rings. Okay, I've seen the movies, so it's not a spoiler to me.
Yeah, true that.
But also, how would you know if it's a spoiler if you don't know what the other if you don't know what the other person has seen?
Then that's why you can ask, hey, have you seen? Or have you played? With games. That
Have you played Portal?
Yes, I've played Portal. I really like, by the way, are those new games with more than one ending, where you can really choose something and that has it's a really action reaction. You do something and the end of the game is different because of that.
And there's more development in the game.
Yes.
The story grows and grows.
But I think
until the end.
then it can be a spoiler if you say, oh, this is the ending.
It's probably still a spoiler, because you don't have to experience that situation where it's a spoiler. But if you know in advance it can happen, it's a spoiler when it happens.
True
and
that.
it happens to some people.
Indeed.
Well, on that note, like and subscribe and comment on this video.
A new episode every Wednesday.
Thanks for watching, and bye.
The way. Still, spoilers.
You just shouldn't do it.
You just
Don't
do it. Don't spoil anything.